I'm starting recording for the safe side. Anisha.
Hello, everyone. Welcome. I'm Kunisha, Program Manager here at the We program, and it's so lovely to see you all today. I have with me a couple of We scholars ready to talk to you, answer your questions. Everyone in the comments, hello, a warm welcome. Okay, we will start in just a moment. I think one of our panelists is having a little bit of an issue joining. No worries at all. In the meantime, I think I'm going to take a bit of time to talk about myself. So I'd request Ishika to go ahead and introduce herself.
Hello, everyone. My name is Ishika. I was part of We Cohort 3, and I'm currently in my final year pursuing my BTech in computer engineering. And I'm really excited to talk about the We program today. I will be joining as a winter intern in Google next month, and I have interned at Morgan Stanley and Cartrade Tech prior to that. So, really excited for this.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Ishika. Ravisha, over to you to introduce yourself.
Hi, Isha, so much. I hope I'm clearly audible and visible.
You are audible, and yes, you're visible too. Please go ahead.
Okay. Okay. So, hello everybody. This is Ravisha Sharma. I am from Patna, and right now I'm working as a software engineer at Credit Suisse Pune, which is now UBS. So, I also interned at the same company in the summer internship 2022. And yeah, that was a very quick introduction about myself. I was a part of cohort 2 in V, and even now I feel a part of the program very much.
All right. I think she lost connection, a very fortunate moment where she had said pretty much everything she needs to. Hopefully, she'll join back soon. Rohina, please introduce yourself.
Yeah, hello everyone. I'm Rohina Pal. Currently, I'm a part of the V cohort 4. I'm currently in third year pursuing B in Information Technology. In the summer of 2024, I will be joining Google as a SWE intern. I'm really excited to connect with you all today.
Thank you so much, Rohina. So that was a quick intro from our panelists today. For those of you who missed, I'm Kunisha, Program Manager here at We, and I'm very excited to tell you all about the program and answer your question. So a little bit of backstory. The We program was an initiative that started from, I think, a very pressing matter. So we found that those women who are in tech are not able to access the same opportunities. When research was conducted, we how shall I put this? Let's see. In the workforce of today, in the tech workforce, it is still quite shocking that in 2024, there is still less than 30% who are women. And even less than that actually make it all the way up to top management. So in 2019, we decided to do something about it. And that is when the We program was born. The Women Engineers program offered by TalentSprint and supported by Google is an initiative to bridge the gap of gender inequality in the technological sphere. We aim to empower women through mentoring, through an exceedingly advanced curriculum, through opportunities that might not be so easily accessible otherwise. Our cohorts are 950 plus people strong. We have transformed over 1,000 lives through this program, and we are currently running our 5th cohort, now entering our 6th. I think it's genuinely a matter to celebrate that we are making this huge difference. In the past, we have received over 1 lakh in applications, and those 950 plus students who have been transformed through this program have come from that. And they've really, I think you will get to know from them directly the journey they have been through. So cohort 6 applications are open till 18th of January. I encourage you all to apply. Do not miss out this opportunity to transform your life. What does it take though? What does it take for you to be a part of the program? And what does it take for you to get selected? What does it take for you to thrive in the program? In order to get selected, first of all, in order to be eligible, you need to be a woman engineering student currently pursuing your BTech or BE in your first year, right? You need to be specializing in a computer-centric field, that is CSE, IT, AI, ECE, EEE, maths and computing, or any equivalent of the same. And you need to have scored above 70% in your 10th class and your 12th class. And of course, you need to be extremely passionate about your career and about tech. Those are the kinds of people we are looking for. And if this applies to you, please go ahead and apply now. For a program that has changed so many lives, for a program that is highly selective, what does it cost you? Nothing, not a single rupee. The program is 100% sponsored by Google. Your fee is taken care of. And on top of that, you are eligible to receive a cash scholarship of rupees 1 lakh over a period of 2 years at the program. Isn't that an awesome opportunity? I wouldn't pass it up if I was still eligible. Unfortunately, I'm not. But I think that is something that you can all look forward to. We are looking to select 200 students in our cohort 6, and you have until the 18th of January to apply. So please do so now. That is just a little bit about the program. And before I go over to our panelists for today, I would also like to walk you through our website and show you just how you can apply. So give me one moment to share my screen. All right, I hope that is visible to everyone. Yes, panelists, could you please confirm?
Yes, it's visible.
Awesome, thank you. All right. So as you can see, there is a countdown till the applications close. Please do take that seriously. We allow applications to be made very easily. So you can apply here or anywhere. As you keep scrolling, the apply button is right there. As you can see, there are 200 seats. You have 100% scholarship. You don't have to pay a single rupee, and you are eligible to receive a rewarding scholarship of 1 lakh rupees over the 2 years in the program. If you have any questions at all, here is our support email ID. Please reach out to us at any time, and you will get a response within 24 hours. So why we? This is exactly what I was talking about. The percentage of women in the tech field is not good enough for 2024, I believe. And we are working really hard to close that gap, to bridge that gap. So over a lakh in applications and over 1,000 lives touched. The We program is now in its 6th cohort. If you'd like to know more, you can definitely download our brochure. Here are a few words from the CEO of TalentSprint, Dr. Shantanu Paul, and the head of the program, that is Shiv Venkatraman from Google. So if you'd like to know a little bit about their thoughts, you can definitely go through this as well. It's always good to be recognized, and we can beat our own drum, but why do that when we have actually been awarded the most breakthrough product of the year in 2023? We is up there, it is on a national scale, and it is being recognized by not only top colleges, not only all colleges, but top companies as well. So, what is so special? What do you get out of it? Yes, you get a certificate if you complete, of course, but you are part of an elite group of peers who are as passionate as you. You will be part of this 200 strong cohort and part of the larger 1,000 plus community. You are also equipped with industry ready skills that not only prepare you to be an amazing applicant, but a wonderful employee. And I think that is something invaluable. You also get access to premium tech careers. As you can see here, I can't not brag about this. Our students have the opportunity to earn 150% higher compensation than the market median. They are in demand. The top salary right now is 54 lakhs for a fresher, which I think is absolutely mind blowing. And these are just some of the companies that recruit our students. Going forward, this is a little bit of our Hall of Fame. I think if we had to put the entire Hall of Fame up, we'd need a whole new website. It is quite large, but these are just some of the people who have made it big in the industry. And if you see any of your friends here, you can go and give them a pat on the back. If you'd like to join this Hall of Fame, please apply for the program. A few words from our students. And of course, once more, for those of you who've just joined, the eligibility criteria. I will reiterate, you need to first be passionate. You need to love the idea of a great tech career. You need to be a woman student currently in your first year of BTech or BE. You need to be specializing in IT, CSE, ECE, EEE, maths and computing, or any equivalent of the same that focuses on computer science. And you have to have over 70% score in your 10th and 12th examinations. All right. The selection process. I know quite a few of you are asking about this. I can see in the comments. So let me go over it very quickly. First step is apply. Apply before the 18th of January. Then you will have an aptitude test. This is very simple. It is going to test your 10th and 12th, your high school grade math. If you are a little rusty, if you're not too sure of yourself, you can definitely check out our mock tests and preparation materials that are available to you before accessing the aptitude test. We are also very considerate of your time. So there is no fixed time to take the test. You can choose a slot according to your convenience on the date of your preference, at the time of your preference, and sit down and attempt the test at your best convenience. After clearing the test, the aptitude test, it is an eliminatory round. You will come to the technical test. Now, before you ask this question, I would like to address, we all know, we are well aware that you are in your first year. We don't expect you to be absolute pros at coding. What we do want to test, however, is your logical thinking skills and your problem solving skills. So you can attempt this test from 18th of January till the 25th of January if you qualify in any language of your choosing. You can choose C, C++, Java, Python. We will accept any of those languages. If you feel like you need a little bit of help and support beforehand, if you want to prepare, we not only have preparation materials and mock tests, we also have videos that you can watch for you to brush up and for you to learn a little more. After that, there is an English test to make sure that you are able to communicate with your fellow cohort mates in the lingua franca, and even more so that we can gauge how to modify our curriculum according to you. I think one of the very unique aspects of the WE program is that we customize our curriculum to suit you, your needs, and what the industry is, what the industry requires at that time. It is a dynamic curriculum, as our alumni and current students will tell you in a short while. But after the English test, then there is a personal interview where you get to interact with we mentors and we see if you have the right stuff, followed by a thorough documents verification. Now, the reason behind this, I'd like to make it clear, is that We want to make sure that those who are eligible and those who are deserving get the opportunity, and so that there is no malpractice. We strongly frown upon malpractice, which is why the tests are also proctored. The mock tests are not, but the real tests are definitely proctored. And we need to make sure that you are sincere in building your career. That is something that we will not compromise on. And of course, here's a little bit about the team. It's always lovely to see my colleagues' faces on the website. If you'd like to know a little bit more about us, you can definitely check out our descriptions. And once again, I would like to reiterate, what is your investment? Not money, time. Time, effort, and sincerity is all we ask of you. You do not need to pay any program fee. It is taken care of by Google. Thank you, Google. And on top of that, you are eligible to receive rupees 1 lakh over the period of 2 years. I think that's a wonderful opportunity. And of course, if you'd like to check out any of the inspirational stories, apart from what you're going to hear today, there are tons that you can go through here on the website of our current students and alumni as well. If you have any questions, we're there for that as well. There are tons of FAQs here. You can go through them at your leisure. And most importantly, right on the top, you can see we at talentsprint.com. Please write to us if you have any questions whatsoever. And that is a quick walkthrough of our website. I'm going to stop sharing my screen now. All right, so if you have any questions, you can definitely ask us via email. We will get back to you in less than 24 hours. Also requesting the audience, I will be taking questions after we hear from the panelists. But in the meantime, Ravisha, I would really love to hear from you. Please tell us about your We journey.
Sure, Kanisha. So hello everyone once again. I feel so happy again, to be back on a week call and to be on this side and actually, have the opportunity to share my journey. So yeah, when I was in my first year, I wasn't expecting any application forms circulating at that time because I was like, okay, this is going to happen probably in my pre-final year or final year. But then there comes this opportunity from one of my seniors of college that you are a female student studying in your first year in engineering, you can go ahead and apply for this. I was like, okay, fine. I looked at the opportunity and it was supported by Google. Okay, another good thing that I was like, okay, I was really looking forward to this. So when I applied, obviously I was not very prepared. I knew basic coding and everything, but I was not prepared as such, to give a coding test. I was nervous, but then I had a very positive approach towards the program. I had an intuition that maybe if I put in a little bit of effort and a little bit of preparation, I can, make it through. So with a positive approach, I applied for the program, and then we got to know that there are 4 rounds, exactly the way you are having this year. So one by one, I kept giving all the rounds and the tests and everything. And when the interview round had come, again, I was feeling, I hope I'm able to justify all the tests that I've already given. So we had the questions related to the technical coding test that we had that you just saw in the third stage of the selection process. And I had to basically talk about what was my logic and what was my thinking when I was writing such a code. So as Kunisha mentioned, nobody is expecting you to be a pro at what you're what the code you're writing. It's mostly expected for you to have the problem solving approach, and that is something that I understood during the interview. They kept asking me like, what was your thought process when you wrote this code, and how did you solve this? How did you think about it in stages? Talk about that. And yeah, when I got through the program, I think one of the best things that happened to me during engineering days is this V community, and I'm still very much connected to it. And last year, I also had a very fortunate opportunity to be a mentor for all the projects that were happening in the last boot camp. So I was able to mentor 6 or 7 teams, I guess, and all in different technologies. So I had a great very fulfilling experience in that as well. Yes, even today, like we have a very active community. We keep helping each other. We keep sharing opportunities, and the most valuable thing I think, which I felt throughout this program, is that I learned a few things which I might not have learned in college. And it's not about a lecture. It's not about a concept as such. It's a mindset. It becomes a lifestyle once you have spent so much of time with mentors like Kunisha, Ashokan, Indira, Yamuna was also there back in our time. So it becomes a mindset. Now when I work, and when I go to my workplace, it's mostly in my day-to-day job. I feel like, wait, this is something I have learned due to V program. And one of the things would be very effective communication. And my colleagues also keep telling me that, your communication skills is so on point that we don't have to question you, twice or thrice when you write us text to us or say anything. Similarly, the attitude of being a self-starter. Now, even if a completely new technology is thrown at me, and I have to, work on it, I'm not intimidated or scared. I'm like, okay, fine. I'll just take it up as a challenge and look at it as a new opportunity, and I'll give my best to it. That's it. It's okay to make mistakes, and it's okay to learn from those mistakes. I have that kind of mindset now. Probably I would not have learned this in college, but due to the self-starter and self-learning attitude I had in the V program, uh, I was able to make it through. So yeah, that's about it. I'm looking forward to all the juniors that are incoming this year. So all the best, everybody. Thanks, Kunisha.
Maybe. Thank you so much, Avisha. And it's always great to hear your story. I can still distinctly remember your resume. It's burned into my my mind. Um, okay. Thank you so much for that. Ishika, please tell us your story.
Sure. I think I relate to what Ravisha says with having been part of this program. I remember we got the opportunity to apply in the middle of the pandemic, and one of our seniors had sent this application link out, and I didn't really know what this was about. I should have done my research though. But I was extremely meek at that point, and I thought I won't even make it through the rounds. But I still applied, and as I qualified every round, I was like, okay, wait, it's not that bad. They don't expect you to know everything as long as you have an attitude or an approach to problem solving or just your basic logical skills. And once I got into the program, I was happy, but it still didn't hit me because I didn't know what to expect. But I'm so glad I applied because it was a completely transformational journey over the 2 years. I still remember the first session that we ever had with Ashokan. Completely changed the way I looked at coding. It was not about getting to the solution, but about the creativity of approaches, about writing clean and concise code. And that's what really matters in the workplace. I think the biggest advantage of this program is the access to your mentors. They're just a call away. I remember in the second year, I was struggling to find internships, and I knew my resume had some issues. And I called up Kunisha and I was like, Kunisha, please help me. There's some issue with my resume. And we sat over the next couple of days, got the resume sorted. And then I slowly saw that, yeah, changing that resume really worked. After that, I was struggling to get through the online assessments. And I remember Anusia and Anshul, they would keep a tab on us, support us whenever we needed any help. And if 4 years back you would have told me that, hey, you will get an opportunity to interview at such companies, I'd be like, oh no, you're kidding. It's not possible. But I'm so happy that I got this opportunity and I'm part of this program. Moreover, there are like 100, 200 girls like you who are as passionate about tech, tech, about their tech career, and you can communicate with them at any point. Even though during our time the program was completely online, we used to interact in the class. Our WhatsApp group would keep buzzing with questions and doubts, and if you need any help, there'll be someone who will reply to you. In fact, so many of the opportunities that I've gotten, applications or just programs that I could be part of was through this community that we built. And I'm so glad I was part of this. It's made me understand how learning to learn is so important. Like if there's any task given to me, I've learned to not be intimidated, but just try and understand it with a calm and cool mind. And it's been completely transformational. I think you all should apply. It's been great for me, and I hope you guys have the same opportunity that I got.
Thank you, Ishika, so much for sharing. And yeah, I do remember those quite late eveningers we pulled working on your resume. Absolutely. Rohina, over to you. Please tell us about your journey.
Sure, Nisha. So yes, I relate to both of them, Ravisha and Ishika. The thing is, when I got to know about the opportunity from a college senior, first of all, in the first year, I never thought that I would have got an opportunity to apply in something. So I got an opportunity. So obviously, I thought of that, okay, let me try it. Though I did not have much idea of what it actually is, I just searched about what is this women engineers program, and I was like overwhelmed by these phrases like supported by Google, the scholarship amount, etc. Then I decided to, okay, let me go for it, and I think that is one of the biggest correct decisions of my life. So in the V program, our mentors have always focused on learning by doing. I think the practical learning here is much more than the means in usually in college most of the learning is theoretical based, but the practical learning, for example, we get to work in projects in teams. So the I mean uh just a second I mean how to working in teams, connecting with the peers. So the community learning is much more here. Also, we also have a boot camps where we got to connect with our mentors in person and also with our peers. It was quite a lot of enriching experience. Working in teams helped me in peer learning, and in the process, I mean, in the boot camps we had to attend sessions along with doing the project. So I think the time management skills improved a lot. Uh, in the entire process, we also got to interact with Googlers, and that was personally I felt very good about it. Most important experience of this program is I feel that the shift from the academic life to the corporate life. Uh, for example, in interviews, we have been guided on how to present ourselves or talk in the interviews. Without this support, I think I would not have been able to figure out the mistakes which I would actually make in a real interview. So I feel when you will be a part of this program, you will be able to relate more to this experience and also be a part of the community of enthusiastic women engineers.
Thank you so much, Rohina, for sharing. All right. I can see a lot of questions already coming up. We'll get to those in just a second. I would like to reiterate for those of you who've just joined, the last date to apply is January 18th. Please don't miss this chance. A quick recap. The Women Engineers program offered by TalentSprint and supported by Google is a 2-year intensive program, right? We don't just mentor you to get hired, we mentor you to stay employable, right? In addition to that, there are 4 rounds of testing. First is the aptitude test, then there is a technical test, then there is an English test, and finally a personal interview along with document verification. You have accessible to you through this program not just a wonderful curriculum, but also a community to belong to, bonds to create with those like-minded to you, those who are different as well. And in addition to that, access to, I will brag here and say, amazing mentorship. It is invaluable, and it is a truly a transformational journey. Along with not having to pay a single rupee, you are also eligible to avail 1 lakh rupees in scholarship in cash over the course of the 2-year program. This program is also completely online, except for the boot camp that typically lasts 2 to 3 weeks, where you're required to come down to Hyderabad. Okay, nice to have you back, Ravisha. All right. So I can see a lot of questions in the chat already about your progress. So I think a lot of applicants are here, those who've already applied and taken the aptitude test. The results will be announced soon, and those who are eligible to take the technical test will receive access to it. All right? Yes. So the eligibility criteria once more is you have to be a woman engineering student pursuing your BTech or BE in your first year. You need to be in a computer science centric field, that is IT, CSE, AI, EEE, ECE, maths and computing, or any equivalent of the same. You need to have over 70% in your 10th and your 12th grade exams. That's it. It's that easy. Okay. So I'm now seeing a lot of questions about the aptitude test. Rather than me talking about it, would any one of you like to share your experience in the aptitude test? What did you feel like before you took the test and after you took the test? Ravisha, would you like to go ahead?
Yes, sure. Okay, so aptitude test was mostly, the way it is for other exams. It's not too difficult or anything. You just need to go through a few websites and try to find out some patterns that are there in the aptitude level questions. And with a day or two of a practice, you'll be good to go, because we as learners, we have a practice over, we have a hold over at aptitude questions and reasoning and all of that. So I think you'll be good to go if you have a couple of days of practice and you recognize the patterns in those questions. So yeah, that's it.
Thank you, Ravisha, for answering that. So if you don't believe me, please believe someone who's gone through the process herself and who has come out victorious. All right. The WE program is eligible only to first years, unfortunately. So if you're in second year, you can check out our other programs, but today we are going to talk about the WE program. So what programming language will be asked in the coding test? You can use either C, C++, Python, or Java. The choice is up to you. If you're feeling a little rusty, we have practice tests, we have study material, we have videos that you can watch as well. You will gain access to that once you become eligible to write the test. All right. Okay, so I want to ask Rohina this question. Rohina, what do you think is more valuable in the WE program? The curriculum or the mentorship?
The mentorship.
Okay, and why do you say that?
I think the mentorship is the support in which, apart from the curriculum, what is followed, but whenever we need a help in a certain whenever we are stuck in a certain point, we can connect to any of the mentors in 1:1 sessions and we get help from them. So I think the mentorship, and always we get an answer for whatever doubt we have. We always receive an answer whenever we are lost. So that mentorship is really very helpful.
Awesome. Thank you, Rohina. My next question is to Ishika. How does the WE classroom differ from your college classroom?
That's a very interesting question, because I had the same question before I joined the program. And the WE classroom is very different because it's online and you think, oh, you're going to just see a screen, but it's super interactive. It forces you to speak. So as in when you speak through the classes, you'll realize that your communication skills are also improving because you are forced to speak. You have to answer, you have to share your thought process. And it's not only focused on just technical skills, not just your coding skills, but everything from business communication to DSA to just basics of coding, how to write clean code, system design. It covers everything under the sun. So you won't, whenever you join a company, you won't be hassled or frazzled or anything like that. You'll be clear. In the WE classroom, you have so many activities. Every week, you'll have some or the other activities where you actually have to work with a group of people, and it's a team building exercise. You learn to interact with more people, and that's how we built our we relationships, through these team building activities. And apart from that, apart from the regular classroom sessions, we also have extra doubt clearing sessions, and just access to mentors whenever you want. You can just book a slot with them and they'll be there to help you. So it's really interesting, very different from what you'll see in college.
Thank you, Ishika. You've actually brought up a very interesting point to talk about. We don't just offer classes, we also have, we're very reachable as mentors. I'd like to say that there are one on ones that you can book with us, and we will give you one on one attention if you require it. You can email us, text us, message us, do whatever. Once you're in the program, really, we are a very close knit community. And what is also important that I'd like Ravisha to talk about is how much did you end up learning from your peers?
Okay, that's another very interesting question. So when we join a, let's say, coaching class or college or school, we expect one-way communication. And when you sit in a class, you expect the teacher to talk, and you just listen and maybe note things down. Here, I think, apart from being a very interactive classroom where we were encouraged a lot to talk, I had a lot to learn from the community itself. I think every day I used to learn something or the other from the peers itself. We had our own group. We had very variety of conversations happening every day. Somebody is talking about machine learning. Somebody is talking about something else, web development. Somebody is talking about quantum computing, for example, and blockchain and whatnot. And even apart from that, we also used to talk about a lot of other non-technical stuff. So in fact, when I joined the program, I was really scared to unmute my mic and talk. When Ashokan used to ask us that you should just explain your logic and all of that, I remember once I had answered the question in the chat, but I was so scared to unmute that Ashokan was like, Ravisha, just unmute yourself and talk about your logic. I was so scared that I was contemplating it too much. I did not unmute my mic, and it took me a while to actually be comfortable and talk. But then I learned from the peers, that even if they don't have the right answer, even if they are just trying, they used to just unmute and talk. And even if you're wrong, the mentors are there to tell you that maybe you're going in the wrong direction. This is the right direction to take. So I think every day I had something or the other to learn. And even today, I feel that every day there is a new thing that I learned as a person, as a software developer from the community itself. Yes, that's it, Nisha.
Thank you so much for sharing that, Ravisha. And yeah, this is testament to just how strong and close-knit the community is, not just with mentors, but with each other. I think although it is a very competitive environment out there, that spirit of helping each other out, of peer learning, of community is not lost in the We program. Okay, I see a lot of questions about the current application process. Uh, the aptitude test results will come out soon. We are carefully going through each and every response that has come our way. Please don't be worried, you will get your results soon. And no, there is no need to take the test again. There is only one attempt. If you've attempted it, you're good to go. What else? What else? Let me see. Audience, I would strongly encourage you to take advantage of this opportunity of having we scholars here in the webinar and ask them experiential questions about what they have dealt with. The application process, I will go through once more, just very quickly. As an applicant, first I apply. Once I fill out the application form, I receive an email that tells me my login credentials to our online learning platform. Once I have access to that platform, I can go through any sort of preparation materials for the aptitude test. I take the test. Once cleared, I have access to preparation for the technical round. I take the test. Then after that, I go through the language test, and finally the personal interview followed by documents verification. Now, this entire process is well explained on the platform once you do enroll. So that is the most, so not enroll, apply. So that is the most important thing. Please do apply and everything will be explained to you. Also, we are quite regular with our emails. So if you haven't heard from us yet, you will get to know very, very soon your status. All right. Okay. The boot camp is no, you do not have to pay to attend the boot camp. If at anything you, if anything at all, you need to pay to travel to the boot camp. But again, that is why the scholarship is also given to you. So the cash scholarship is meant to cover these expenses that you may have during the program, but it is definitely not a fee. All right. Okay, any other questions? Oh, I really like this question. What is the difference between a WE scholar and a normal student? I think I'd like to hear from all of the panelists on this one. Ravisha, let's start with you.
Yeah, I think we spoke about this when we talk about, the difference that might have happened if we were not a part of this program. So in college, mostly you study to give a particular exam, right? And here we focused on developing a mindset and the skill sets alongside. So probably if I was not a part of this program, I would have had the attitude of, maybe tell me what to do. Or if I don't know anything, I would ask for resources and I would ask people to help me out and, help me out like a fresher and all of that. But when I joined my work, I was not expecting anybody to spoon feed me or give me resources or give me videos or books or anything. I was just expecting, just let me know what to do. I'll take care of the rest of it. So I think that mindset is one of the very valuable things that differentiate us from a regular student. But even if you don't get selected, I think just take this from this webinar, that even if you don't get selected, you should have a self-starter attitude, and you should always take uh, difficulties as challenges and opportunities to move out of your comfort zone, and don't stress out about something which is maybe at the moment it seems difficult to you. So I think that is what would differentiate you from any regular student. The mindset would differentiate you. Over
Awesome.
to Ishika.
Yeah, the mindset is so important because this program makes you super independent. It helps you when you step into the industry, you're completely lost. You have no idea what's happening because what you learn in college is so different from what the real world looks like. So that's what this program helps you do, is get you industry ready. And I am not sugarcoating this. It literally does what it says. And for example, when you go to a company, they'll give you some tasks to do and expect you to know the language. And it doesn't take that long if you've been through this journey, because you know how to learning to learn. That's what Ravisha spoke about. Apart from that, in fact, so many of my friends who had missed out on this opportunity keep telling me even today that, oh my God, I wish I was part of this program, because they've seen me grow through the years and they've seen how it's changed my personality as well, how I've become more confident, and I'm not scared to apply to any of the opportunities. And also the access to these opportunities, you get so many networking opportunities, you get to learn from so many people. So it definitely, there is that differentiator between a WE scholar and someone who's not been through this program. Over to Rohina.
Yes, as Ravisha and Nishika mentioned, that the mindset that learning how to learn, even when you are given a tech stack which is completely new to you, but how to cope up with it, how to learn it by yourself instead of getting some tutorials or some sessions on it. This is what I think differentiates us from any other college student, other college batchmate, and a V scholar. That I always have an approach that, okay, I have got this thing, I don't know, but I have to figure this out. This mindset I think has developed only because I have been through this program. Also, I think one thing is that we means frequently we have presentations or talks, on just a minute talks, on corporate sessions. So I think, which has personally I feel is that it has improved my speaking abilities. Means before this program, I do feel that I was very, very introvert, but yes, it has changed.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree more with all three of you. There's a very interesting question here. So I'd like to first address this question before giving it to the panel. How is it managing college and the V program together? So, okay, no, in all seriousness, the V program does work around your college hours. We are very considerate that way, where we'll have late evening classes or early morning classes, depending on what works best for that current cohort. And we ensure that the classes do not clash with your college hours. So that's why also we are saying that the V program requires dedication. And I think I'd like Ishika to take this one.
Yeah, the classes definitely don't coincide with your college lectures or anything that you've got to do with college. And it's extremely like we were asked our availabilities before any of these classes were scheduled. But yes, you do have to put that extra amount of effort compared to other people because essentially you're taking on another extra program apart from your college. So you have to be a little dedicated and attend these classes. It's not that, oh, I'm going to bunk this lecture and I'll still get all the same opportunities as these people. That doesn't work. So sometimes, yes, it was a little hectic because you go through college in the morning and then in the evening you have these classes. It does get a little hectic, but overall it's paced really well. So you get breaks in the middle to rejuvenate and understand whatever you've done in class. We definitely don't get bombarded with a lot of information. We get time to process everything. It's a little challenging, but I think it's worth it at the end.
Thank you so much, Ishika. And my next question is for Rohina. Rohina, personally, how did putting this extra effort into the V program change your journey? Did it at all?
Yes, obviously it did. Uh, the thing is, yes, the thing at first which I faced is that managing it with the college classes, that after college I have to put this time to be. Also manage, for example, during the college exams, the classes are going on, but putting in the effort, I think, means as important as the college exams are, but getting ready for the industry is also important because that is what engineering is for. So yes, so it has helped me a lot that managing the time management skills has improved, which I already mentioned. So managing V and college has helped me to improve my time management skills. I will always focus on it.
And Rohina, what is the fruit of your hard work? What is the result that you have now?
The thing is, my dream company, obviously, that I got into it. The thing is, I never felt, means, for example, in the first year, if someone would tell me that you would, means your resume would have been shortlisted for Google, I would have, what are you doing? Are you kidding me? So that thought that I won't be able to do that, yes, I will be able to face any situation, any interview. That transformation has been possible because of this program.
And we are so, so proud of you, Rohina.
Thank you.
A very interesting question here. Why do you select only first year students? Yes, a lot of people find this unfair. Um, it is so that you get the best access to opportunities through your student life. So that is something that I think all three of our panelists can testify that the reason for joining in your first year is so that you can really ramp up everything, your resume. You become industry ready at a very young age compared to the other competitors in the market, and you become highly, highly employable by the end of your 4 year degree, right? Another very interesting question. How did you build your resume from the first year? I think all three of you had the same issue. Our resume is too long. We don't have enough space. How can we put all of the things that we've done in one page only? Ravisha, would you like to take this one? Like I said, your resume was one of the first ones that I had seen in the V program, and it is ingrained in my mind.
Yes. So from the day when I had nothing to put in my CV and to the day when I had a lot to put and I did not know what to exclude, it has been quite a journey. So yeah, initially I really did not know what to put, and stage by stage, I felt that every little achievement and every little example I had in my life, I wanted to put that because I felt that it's going to tell my story in a better way. But then you have to curate your resume in such a way that it's relevant to what you're looking for, right? And you can't just put everything over there like a box of something which is telling your story. No, you have a portfolio website as well, so you can just put a link to your portfolio website just in case you want to tell your story in a more graphical and detailed oriented way. But in your CV, it should be so well curated that in 6 seconds, the recruiter or the HR who is looking at your CV, he or she should understand like what exactly you're looking for in the job and what exactly your experience has been as a student. So, so I think resume building is also a very interesting part of when you apply for jobs, and it comes stage by stage, and you need to understand what exactly to include and what to exclude.
Absolutely. Couldn't agree more. This question I'm going to give Rohina because unfortunately, Ravisha and Ishika were enrolled in the program during the pandemic. So I don't think you all can speak much about this. But Rohina, how was the offline boot camp?
Uh, it was really amazing getting to meet our peers and our mentors in person uh, was very exciting, and also getting mentorship in offline mode. I think uh, in online classes also we got to interact with each other, but in offline, I mean, we were like, I don't know how to put it properly. uh, um,
I think I would like to help you. So, human interactions are best when you are, when you feel the warmth and body language of the person right in
yes.
front of you. It's really very
True.
effective. So even now, when I'm working and my team is mostly based in Singapore, so I feel that little void when I, look at the other teams hanging out together and working together and all of that. So that really adds value when you're actually interacting in person. So I think Rohina, you were very, very fortunate to have a physical boot camp. And I used to be very jealous of people having physical boot camps, whether it was cohort one or your batch. But yeah, it's okay. I think we learned quite a lot even then. Yeah, Rohina.
Another exciting experience of the bootcamp, I would say that memorable experience is the visit to the Google office.
Yes, of course. I think that's the highlight for most. But on a more serious note, a question to Ravisha and Ishika. Now, y'all met your cohort mates for the first time when you graduated. Was there any awkwardness meeting them? Ishika, you can go ahead.
Yeah, so I think we went for the graduation in 2023 March, and we were there in Hyderabad for only a day, and we had a ball. It was we had such a great weekend. It was crazy, and the moment we entered, I think the sessions began with us in the Google office first before we went to the TalentSprint office. So we entered and we saw a ton of people. And initially, it was hard to map people's faces to their voices. But since we'd had a lot of these sessions, the moment we saw each other, there was this feeling of warmth and zero awkwardness. We hit it off immediately. It was kind of crazy how that happened because we'd never met in person before that. It was unfortunate that the first time we were meeting was when this program ended, but there was no awkwardness. In fact, we are all still in touch, and it was a great time. We went around in the Google office together. After that, we went out hanging out around the streets of Hyderabad, having biryani, and then we went to the TalentSprint office to collect our certificates. And over there also, we had a ton of activities planned. So it was a great weekend, which is why I'm so jealous of Rohina that she got to have a offline boot camp.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it was really fun seeing you all only, even if it was only for a weekend. My
Yeah.
question for Ravisha, um, how different is it to be in an all-women program in tech?
Oh my God, that's a very important question. So, an all women community is rare to find. I think all of you would agree to that, because mostly when you are a part of the industry, which is mostly male dominated, it becomes hard to find, like minded women around you. And there is something about womanhood and sisterhood that is unexplainable, right? And mostly when you look at problems, you have a particular mindset when you're looking at them, right? And it's another kind of comfort when you are looking at another female, maybe as a leader, or as a fellow classmate as well. It's always uh, a very warm feeling to go to another female scholar, or just a female colleague who has the same kind of goals or same kind of mindset as you. So that brings us to a very warmly close knit community of women, and we can talk about literally anything. And we have our goals, our mindset really aligns. So it is a rare and a very priceless thing to have in my life, and I think I have done something really nice to be a part of this program, and be a part of a women community who are technologists as well. So yes, Kurisha.
Thank you so much for that, Ravisha. And I think that's brought our conversation to a wonderful close. For those of you who have joined a little later who haven't gotten to know, I'll just quickly sum up what has happened as we are also approaching the end of the webinar. The applications for We Cohort 6, which is offered by TalentSprint, supported by Google, a 2-year intensive program that gets you industry ready. Applications close on January 18th. So please be sure to apply before that. You only have to be you have to meet very few criteria in order to be eligible. You need to be a woman student who is passionate about her tech career. You need to be in your first year of engineering in a computer centric field. So that is IT, CSE, EEE, ECE, maths and computing, or any equivalent of the same. And you need to have scored above 70% in your 10th and 12th grade. That's it. It's that easy to apply. Once you apply, everything is explained for you on our online learning platform. You will go through an eliminatory round of selection. That is 4 different rounds: the aptitude test, technical test, English test, and your personal interview. We are looking for 200 students in the cohort. And if you think you could be one of them, please go ahead and join. This program is 2 years. It is intensive, but well worth it. It is also completely 100% free. There is no charge for the program fee. It is 100% sponsored by Google. And on top of that, over the course of 2 years with us, you are eligible to receive a cash scholarship of 1 lakh rupees. All of this, and what is the value? I cannot ignore this question that is in the chat. How much weight does the We program have in your profile? Any one of you ladies, would you like to take this question? How does it change your profile being in the We program?
I think the name speaks for itself, and in fact, since our cohort itself, we did not need to even introduce our program. I used to just say that I'm a part of V Scholar. I'm a V Scholar, which is a supported program by Google and TalentSprint. I did not need to explain much about it. So when you don't need a lot of explanation and you don't need to explain a lot to people, it's already valuable, right? It's priceless. So when you have something like this in your profile definitely stands out.
Surely it does. And hey, we are in our sixth cohort, so it is in demand. We have our alumni placed in amazing top companies with wonderful career opportunities and packages. So what are you waiting for? Please go ahead and apply now. If you have any questions, you can always check out our website. It's very easy to remember, we.talentsprint.com. If you have any questions, it's just that easy. Email us at we@talentsprint.com and we'll be there for you. Thank you so much, lovely ladies, for being on the call today. Thank you, Ravisha, Ishika, and Rohina. It's been lovely catching up with all of you. Thank you, everyone, for your questions and your engagement throughout the entire call. And with that, we close today's webinar. Thank you all very much.
Thank you so much. All the best.
Thank you, Ravisha. Okay. Thank you, Ishita. Oh, sorry, Ishika. Thank you, Rohina.
Thank you, Kanisha. This was
Thank
a
you,
wonderful
Kanisha.
session.
I'm so glad you all could join. Thank you so very much. Audience, if you have any more questions, please go ahead and email us, reach out to us, and we will be there for you. Okay. Thank you all so much, everyone. Have a good night. Bye-bye.